Hey Keith, this is Paul Heck. Adam and I just wanted to send you a quick video showing you some things about your website. What are the possibilities for you? How you can make it bring you more calls, get some more jobs coming in. Um, Google is trying to rank you as the authority in your space. So, when somebody searches online for foundation repair, foundation solutions, fixing their crawl space, water leak, all these things, waterproofing that they need, they're trying to figure out like who is the authority, who do we want to recommend? And so they do that by a couple of three things. So content on your website, this is words that are written on there about the services you provide. It has to include the keywords that people search to get Google to match you up with them. And we do that on a basis of creating like 250 to 300 words per keyword. And then we insert the keyword 3 times, and it just helps Google to pick that up, know that's exactly what you're trying to match you with the customer that's searching for that. So content is king, 1,500 words minimum. A lot of times it's more than that because we're going after more keywords. Second thing are backlinks. So these are other websites that are going to link to your website. It could be a blog post out there that we create. It could be a directory listing. It could be an association that you're a member of. It could be Better Business Bureau, that type of thing. Linking those sites have a link back to your website. The good ones are ones that we create that have that keyword in it. You click on the keyword and it comes back to your website. So backlinks are really powerful to power up your site and much needed. Third thing is citations. These are online directory listings. So your Manta, Facebook, yellowpages.com, Yelp, all of these different things that are directory listings online. Again, they have a link coming back to you, and that helps push you up in the search rankings. So those three things are what you need to do. You can do this yourself. It takes a lot of time. What we find is business owners would rather just, have someone like us help them out with this versus trying to do it themselves. But, it is something that you can do on your own. Just don't really recommend it because it's a pretty steep learning curve on that. That said, I want to dive into your website. You've got a nice looking website as far as like some images. I like how they kind of move and they transition. That's great. You've got a little video here. That's great. Google does like to see video. What I don't see is just a lot of content, and that just means there needs to be some words written around all of these services that you provide and getting those keywords in there. So you've got a good start. It's easy to navigate and such. I'm going to show you some things about what I'm talking about. So when somebody is searching for Foundation Repair Indiana, they've got a couple of sponsored ads that pull up here. This is somebody running Google ad campaigns. We can help you out with that as well if that's something you want to go after. That puts you at the very, very top. Then you've got the map section where you've got a couple of companies listed here. This is going to be your Google business profile. And if you don't have one of those set up yet, we can definitely help you with that as well. This is where you're going to get Google review listings from people. It's going to be a place where you can post photos and create additional posts and get your business description all just really tailored real well so that it also includes those keywords. That's going to help you land in the map section, all of those things. Google reviews are going to be huge. We can help you get that with creating some QR codes. And then down below that, you have the organic section. And to rank in the organic section, to rank here, you are going to have to do some SEO. This is where you're going to have to build those links and push you up in the search rankings, powering up your site. Indiana Foundation Services on here, AccuLevel is on here, and this Don's Foundation Repair are in the top 3. I'm going to look at a couple of those. But first, let's look at your site. So this is called Ahrefs. It's a program I use to tell you how strong your website is. You have a 7 on the domain rating and a 9 on the URL rating. This tells me you've got a few referring domains, and you can see those right here. And you're being found for 28 different keywords. Your referring domains just aren't strong, and you don't have a lot of them, or your URDR would be a whole lot stronger. Look at your keywords real quick. You can see that you are being found for some different keywords. Concrete contractors, Columbus, Indiana. You're in number 6 position for that. That's moving in the right direction. Concrete pumping, Indiana. 10 searches a month for that. You're in position 17. That's probably a little too far down on the page for somebody to really find you. Looking at some of these other ones that are local, I'm trying to find, anything with Indiana. So basement waterproofing, Indiana. 100 searches a month is going on for that. It's a keyword difficulty of 19, so it's pretty competitive, and that's one of the reasons why you're in position 50. Again, you're way down on the page. Nobody's going to find you unless they know your name. And then Columbus basement waterproofing, 150 searches. That could be Ohio because it doesn't really specify, but there is definitely some going on. in your neck of the woods. Let's see, Indiana basement waterproofing, 10 searches a month, 26. So, we have to be real selective on what we actually go after. And concrete companies, 50 searches a month on an 8 on the DR. So it's just a matter of figuring out like what is the best keyword strategy to go after and find for you. Looking at your competition, so indianafoundation.com, they've got a great URL. Indiana Foundation is in the URL, so that's going to help them just a little bit. But you can see they've got some content, they've got some, trust factors showing here with the Google reviews. It's great to do. A little bit outlining their services, and just still not enough content. They've got enough to be in the #1 position right now, but you can definitely beat these guys out with a little effort, a little bit of time. They've got different service areas, got a page for each of these. That's a good way to do that. Looking at the strength of their site, it's pretty robust. They've got a 26 on the DR rating and a 17 on the URL rating. And you can see they've got 1,700 backlinks coming through 466 different places. They've got a track record of doing this for a while. You can see that blue line going up as far as them adding referring domains. We'll have to dig in there and figure out which referring domains we need to beat and go after that strategy to beat them. So you've got 5,100 keywords on their site, and let's look at some of their keywords real quick. Indiana Foundation, 700 people a month are searching for Indiana Foundation. They're in the #1 position. Indiana Foundation Service Reviews, Indiana Foundation Services, 400 searches a month, 5 on the keyword difficulty. I like that. I would definitely go after that. Try to beat them out of that #1 position, or at least be number 2 or 3. Foundation Repair Indianapolis. You might not want to do Indianapolis. Let's see. Indiana Foundation Repair, 90 searches a month. Keyword difficulty is 6. Definitely would go after that. Indiana Crawl Space Repair, 250 searches a month, 7 on the difficulty. Would definitely go after that. And you can see they're going after it with a back page right here. Now, I'm not going to go into that further. I'm going to show you Dawn's real quick. Dawn's Foundation Repair. Font looks a little outdated, but overall they've got some good photos and kind of telling the story a little bit on their site. I would organize this a whole lot differently, but it's working for them right now to land them in that 3rd spot. Not enough content to stay unbeaten though. Now looking at their website strength, a 4 on the DR and a 6 on the URL. So you can see that's pretty weak because they only have 23 backlinks coming through 16 places. Now they do have quite a few keywords that they're being found for, and again, foundation repair company. Some of these are national keywords, and that's why you see this really, really high volume. But again, we're looking for things like this: Foundation Repair Indiana, 40 searches a month. Indiana Foundation Repair, 90 searches a month. Yeah, I'm not seeing, they see a whole lot of generalized ones. Foundation Companies, 20 searches a month. That's a 0 in the KD. Definitely want to pick up for that. And they're in the 19th position. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of looking at like what's going on. And you've got this other company here, Foundation Recovery Systems, running ads against that search term. Now the next thing that so we've talked about backlinks, talked about content a little bit. Let's talk about citations. So this is just an example of what citations look like. I've got a company in here and say this was you, and it's showing what your competitors have as far as the different citations that they have. If they have all of these green check marks and you have the red one, that would be something that I would need to go get for you and get that set up. Same thing. So we just go down the list, figure out what your competitor's doing, go and beat them, and then add like 50 to 100 on top of that to keep them, just always in the background. We want to pass them and then keep them in the 2nd and 3rd place back there. So that's it in a nutshell. We hope this was helpful to just explain a little bit about how you can make your website work for you, bring you some more business. Adam and I would love to help you do that. We would love to also hear your feedback on the video. Let us know what you thought and if this is something that you definitely want to go after this year.